Hello, everyone. Welcome to Healing Call number 4 of the Gratitude Challenge, January 2019. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm sorry we're a little delayed in bringing it about this time. I've been sick for the past week, so I've been trying to limit what I've been doing, which really doesn't seem like limiting at all, but so anyways, it's today, and I decided to open it up to everybody on anybody who wants to join, because I feel like the past week I haven't been giving of myself enough. That's funny as I say that. I know as I say that, it's like, oh my goodness. But I have to say I am grateful for this cold and sickness, whatever, because what it is for me, it's I'm integrating a lot. This past month, January, has been really, really intense. Lots of clearings, lots of healings, lots of meditations, lots of new energies and transmissions, and I mean, a lot, right? A lot. And so this has forced me to slow down a little bit so that I can integrate it and close the gap between my body, where my body is and where the rest of me is, right? So it's closing the gap a little bit so that my body can catch up. So, a lot of the times when we get sick, we tend to get upset, angry, frustrated, we get mad. Instead of take it, if you can take it as okay, my body needs to slow down. All right, cool, awesome, thank you. I'll do that, it just changes the energy slightly, right? So I am getting better. Yay. My husband said today, oh, you sound much better. It's like, oh, cool. Awesome. But I've been doing major work on myself, meditations and healings and just so on and so forth. Just, and not doing other stuff as much. So taking care of myself. So how is everyone doing? Right? How are you all doing? And, it's been a while since we've spoken for some of us. So, my question always is, how are you all doing? Number one. Number two, what have you been grateful for lately? Who wants to share? So, first of all, I said I'm grateful for this cold. It's been nasty, but good. I'm grateful for my new friends. I got a new dragon skull recently, just a few days ago. Anyways. And so I connected with it today and meditated with it. It was so powerful. Really, really powerful. I had such a nice nap with it, And I also got this new Syrian skull, if you can see that. So I connected with it as well earlier this week. So we are working together in different ways. So yay, I'm grateful for those. And yeah, so we'll see what wants to come through from these two. Julie says being able to stay home because we have been having really nasty weather. Oh, like snowstorms, I guess. Awesome. Well, awesome. You get to stay home. Snow day. Snow days were always, interesting and fun. Yeah. Now I know poor Brenda is sick. She caught it from me across the airwaves. She was saying it's like it was sympathy sickness, So I just sent her a message a little while ago saying, Brenda, where are you? I haven't seen you in a few days. Are you okay? And so Brenda's been resting, right? Taking it easy. Yeah, good. So who else would like to share something that you're grateful for? Because I will call you out in a second. Because there's always something. Renetta, how are you doing now? Awesome. What are you grateful for? You can write in the chat or you can say it out loud. Hello. did you want to say something?
I'm grateful for you, for these calls. I'm addicted. I really enjoy being here every day, and when I miss it, it's like a wow. I just love it, and I'm grateful for many things because I'm more aware, present, and being able to make changes. You know,
Awesome.
it gives me clarity to see things that I haven't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Laura.
You're welcome. And sometimes, when we see those things, we don't always want to see them. But when we actually take a look at them and acknowledge them, it makes it easier to then make the next choice, right? And choose the next step sometimes, right? And have more clarity about where are we going, right? Where am I going? What is it that I want? What do I want to create? And am I on my way there or not, right? Yes, awesome. All right. So anybody else? Lynn says, I'm grateful that my kitty is home from hospital and that the vet gave me big discounts and free stuff. Awesome. Good. Yay. And I'm glad that your kitty is back home healthy and good. I was freaking out the other day, I think I mentioned it on one of my calls about the flea and tick season thing, and it's like, oh my God, it's like the vet here is like making a big deal out of it, and it's scaring me, and it's like, I don't know what to do about that kind of stuff. So, and here the flea and tick season starts like next week. It's like, so it's like, I don't know what I can do. My husband says, when you see one, just take it out. It's like, I can't, I cannot, I don't think I can do that. That's not my thing. I can't do that. He says, you have to, otherwise, it's like, okay, we'll see. So I'll be so grateful if I can get through this flea and tick season without having to do anything. So I'm being grateful in advance. She's on the mend. Awesome. Good. Glad to hear that. All right. Anybody else want to share? And then we're going to talk about something. I don't know what it is exactly yet, but we'll see. Anybody else want to share what? So Lynn says, I want to try one of those energized discs you put on their collar for fleas. Oh, the one from the glyphs, the energized glyphs from Gene Logan's book. I'm gonna do that too. I'll probably wrap it in saran wrap or something and put it on for sure. Awesome. Good. All right. So anyways, if somebody else wants to share, just please feel free. So I wanted to talk a little bit about something today, and it was there and then it was gone, and it's like, what? But we're now into February 7th, so traditionally February is all about love, right? Relationship love normally, but it doesn't have to be, right? It's also about self-love and nurturing, right? Self-nurturing and self-care. And and if you don't have anyone to do the romantic love stuff with, can you love yourself? And for me, that's the first relationship is with yourself. So how is your relationship with you? Are you honest with you? Do you talk to yourself? Do you encourage yourself? Or do you just criticize yourself, right? Do you say positive things to empower you, or just the negative self-talk, right? So we'll talk a little bit about that. Brenda, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't notice you had your hand raised.
No, that's okay. I was going to say, leave it to you to be grateful for a cold. Yeah, I was very, very angry and not in a good place by how sick I became. And I knew my higher self was saying, you don't need to be there, you don't need to be there. And then, to hear you say it cracked me up. So I just wanted to add to that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I am actually starting to feel better, and I'm glad I could make today. So thanks for inviting me.
Good. You're welcome. I'm glad you're here too, because I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't seen Brenda in a few days. Where is she?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if when I do the meditation intensive calls, even for myself, when I'm doing them and in the meditation, I feel so good. I don't feel like I have a cold, or I can breathe no problem. I have no coughing happen. Nothing happens. Like I'm just like perfectly healthy.
That's exactly what's going on right now. I'm breathing and there's no coughing, and that hasn't happened for hours.
Interesting, right? So so after this, you can join the meditation call and continue to experience these energies. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Um, Lynn says, both of you sure look fabulous for being sick. Well, I have makeup on and lighting. So that's my excuse. When I don't have my makeup on, trust me, you don't want to see the state I'm in. But my nose was peeling all over the place, so it was not fun. But anyways, so, this is the time, it really is, because the last month was so intense, right, for all of us. I mean, I'll be honest, it was intense between the two eclipses, just the energies coming into the planet. And also, like, for myself, because I do all these shows with these guest speakers on the Laura Canfield show, there's always more stuff coming through, right? There's more energies coming through, and we're always doing some sort of healing process of some sort, right? And so there's always new energies. And this year, I was talking to Maya Boston last night, and she was saying that 2019 is going to be another really intense year. And I said, what? It's like, I heard that it was going to be a nice year because 2018 was so intense and difficult for a lot of people, including myself, and that 2019 is going to be nice, and she laughed. She's like, okay, well, if you do the work, it'll be okay, right? so that's the thing. It's about doing the work, the inner work, and part of the inner work is loving yourself, accepting yourself, allowing yourself to be sick when you're sick, without judging, without pushing, without saying, oh my God, if I wasn't sick, I could be doing this, this, and this, right? And body, why are you letting me down, right? No, so these are not conversations I've had this time, but I've had them in the past. So don't get me wrong. I've been there too. But this is a time when you're going to have to really get to the inner part of you and find out what's really important, right? So in order to get through, I'm going to say, in order to get through this year, because it seems like it's going to be really intense again, with a lot of energy, lots of change, lots of stuff coming up for you to look at, so that you can let it go or do something with it. But it's also going to be a year of stepping up, right? Stepping up, shining, being in your power, being more sovereign with regards to your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. Not letting the past rule your present and future, right? So the whole karma thing is out the window now. It's more about, okay, that stuff happened. All right, fine, cool. Let it go. Move on. What do you want now? So not letting the stuff in the past stop us from creating our future and our present, right? So what is it that you want? And I'm always going to have this conversation with everybody. I think this is the thing that I really feel passionately about, is that, like, what do you want to create? And, what will it take for you to do that? And what will it take for you to let go of the stuff that's not working for you anymore? And that's in the past. It stopped you long enough. Do you want to continue to let it stop you, or do you want to really now move forward with how you would like to live? And, a lot of times, people are not going to like that type of strong talk, right? Because some people do have certain conditions that does not allow them to, move forward or do something different according to their situation, mentality, belief system, and so on. But generally, on the whole, we do have total control is not the right word, but we can choose how we would like to move forward, right? We can choose how we would like our thoughts to be and what we're thinking about. We have total control over our thoughts. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter, if you think that I keep having these thoughts, I don't know where they're coming from. Doesn't matter. You can choose to change that now. You can choose to have a different thought once you become aware of the thoughts you're having. Then you can choose to change it and choose something different. Doesn't matter where it's coming from. Who cares? But where do you want to go now? And part of that actually is about loving yourself enough to be strong with yourself and saying, enough. I don't need any more reasons. I don't need any more excuses. I don't need to know anything. This is what I want, and this is how I'm going to move forward. Does that make sense so far? I know I'm like major strong talk is coming through at the moment, right? But I really strongly feel, for myself included, that enough. I'm 51, I think. I think I'm going to be 52. I know it's a running joke. I had no idea, and I don't want to figure it out. But it's like enough. 67 to now. I think I'm going to be 52 in a month. So it's like 52 years. I've let my mind control me, my emotions control me, the past control me, all these other things, people control me. Like, where was the kindness in that for myself? Where was the self-love for myself there, right? And as I'm saying that, I'm getting really emotional and tearing up, because oh my God, I can't believe I've let all these things sabotage me and my life. And enough, right? So I think, if I have to choose a word for this year, it's going to be enough. If I wasn't worried about, maybe my parents watching this video, I would say, fucking enough. But, they might watch. But you know what? Enough. I'm done. Right? So it's like, so now, and we're all going to have days when we're like, we fall back. It's like, that's fine. But generally, on the whole, it's about us choosing for ourselves what lights us up, what makes us happy, what brings us joy. And I was thinking, what was I thinking? I was thinking today something about doing this work that I'm doing, right? And it's like, yeah, I would do this for free. These calls are free. I would do these for free because I feel so strongly about it, and it makes me feel good too. I enjoy it, right? And so, and it is part of my mission and part of my purpose to be of service and to inspire and empower people to transform their lives and their consciousness and the way they think and the way they see life and so on and so forth. So if this is one small way I can do that, I will, even when I'm not, 100%. And even if I feel like I'm letting down my tribe because I'm sick and I haven't done enough. It's like, so what is that? Is that judgment, or is that just me? It's like, yeah, I want to do more. I want to contribute more. I want to, it's because it's part of who I am. Right. And so that's also loving myself to, maybe sometimes I do push myself. My husband would be saying right now, why are you doing a call when you're sick? Right. He's been saying this all week. Why are you doing a call? You're sick. I'm fine. Right? Because that's just who I am. Even if I'm sick, I'm still going to do what I think is required. And part of that is loving myself too, by honoring that wish of my own, right? So that is a wish and desire that I have to serve, right? And so by doing these calls, even when I'm sick, I'm honoring that desire, and I'm telling my body, it'll be okay. I promise. After the call, we'll rest. We'll take a long break and we'll rest. It'll be all right. Right? So does that make sense at all? Any of that? I just feel like it was just came right through. It's like somebody needed to hear that. So, where are you loving yourself? And loving yourself means loving your body, loving your desires, loving your, wishes, loving your dreams, loving you. Because if you have a dream or a desire, it's within you to make it come to fruition. Otherwise, you wouldn't have it. And I know we've heard that, right? We've heard that said. I'm sure I've read that somewhere. But you know what? When I look at my life and my family doesn't have the desires like I have. And we were all raised the exact same way, right? But they don't do any of this stuff. right? Nothing, right? So it's like, so this is a desire I have. It's different from desires of my siblings and my friends and so on and so forth. And so this is why I'm doing it and they're not, right? Awesome. So I will try to talk a little bit slower because I know I tend to talk really fast. But you know, it is what it is, right? So I want to ask you that for yourself. You know, this is 2019, right? February. What is your desire for your life? What is it that you really would love to do? Just one thing. What's one thing that you could change in your life? It doesn't have to be big, huge change, right? It could be as simple as, you know, I would really love to have a vacation this summer, right? Or I would really love to just lose 10 pounds. Or how many? 40? That's so, okay, if you say so. I'll be happy if I lose 15, maybe. Anyways, right? So what's one thing that you could change in your life that would make you a little bit happier? Well, just really think about that. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be, I want to change the world, right? It could be just one thing like, you know, I want to see the ocean if you live in like the middle part of the country. Oh my God, Renetta, you're always asking for clarity. And you know, you're always asking for clarity. And the thing is that what you're asking for is probably right there in front of you, but you're expecting it to look a different way. Right? It's probably right there in front of you, but you're expecting it to look a different way. Yeah. Randy, the ability to survive. Awesome. Cool. Live fully in the present. Yeah, so how do you do that, Elizabeth? How do you live fully in the present? And, you know, I'm assuming you mean live fully in the present in every moment. Yeah. And, you know, a lot of that has to do with, you know, breathing, being in your body, and being in your heart, getting out of your head, right? Getting out of that mental trap that we always get into, thinking, judging all the time, right? Instead of just being. And so, you know, a lot of times, yeah, or thinking of the future. Yeah, absolutely. And when you're always thinking about the future or worrying about the past, right? Or fixated on the past, you're not in the present. So there's a time and place for thinking about the future, absolutely, you know, but you don't have to spend the whole day there. You can spend 10 conscious, focused minutes of focusing on the future, right? You have to, right? We all have to think about the future. You know, like what am I going to do in, you know, in 3 months? I'm going to Canada, so I have to plan that, right? So that's in the future. I have to plan that. I have to organize that. I have to, you know, I have my tickets booked and everything, but I got to think about that. But it doesn't mean that's all I worry about. It's like, oh my God, I wonder how it's going to work out. Oh my God, I wonder if the plane's going to be on time, or I wonder, I don't know. I don't do that, so it's hard for me to pretend, right? So I will take those 10 minutes and ask my husband, hey, how's it going with the plane tickets? We got them? Cool, awesome. And it's, you know, do my own thing. Prosperity. What would you like to change? So would you like to have more prosperity or less prosperity? You just said prosperity. So you have to be clear too on that. You know, it's like, what does prosperity mean to you? What does that look like? And how much do you want? How much by when? Right? So financial sovereignty, independence, and toning down the drama. Unlimited prosperity. Well, you know, we do have access to unlimited prosperity in the universe. But I somehow don't think that's what you mean either. Yeah. And so financial sovereignty, independence, and toning down the drama. So it's very easy to tone down the drama by excluding yourself from the drama and saying, I'm not playing that game anymore. Right? Being unlimited, his being. Yeah, absolutely. And the more and more we can get into that space of being unlimited, it comes from being out of your head. You cannot be stuck in your mind or in your head, right? Out of those thoughts that keep you limited. Yeah, awesome. All right, so we're gonna do some F quad has leveled me, and I was real strong and bright. I think you're still real strong and bright, Randy. You're a bright light for sure. He said, well, we already are. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, so let's do some healing and see what wants to come through today. All right, everyone. So if this is your first time doing this type of healing with me, then we're just going to basically do some breathing at the beginning. We're going to do a rainbow waterfall cleanse, just to cleanse our energy field and aura. We're going to connect to Mother Earth and Father Sun. We're going to expand out, and then we'll see what wants to come through. Lynn says, yes, true. I get very anxious when things seem to be attacking, but getting much better at sailing through that. Awesome. Yeah, and so are things, attacking you, or are you just more aware of stuff happening around you, right? And sometimes when you can just be aware of it, it starts to lessen the impact too, right? Because you're not anxious, worried, wondering, what's going on, right? Okay, so let's take a deep breath. Focus on your heart space. Yeah, the dragon energy was so powerful today. It was like unbelievable. It was so nice. So we're gonna work with probably the dragon energy today. It looks like, yeah. All right, so breathe in through your nose to count to 4. Breathe out to count to 4. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And out. Good. So now just imagine that you're standing under a crystal clear waterfall in a beautiful sacred garden, sacred space, an abundant garden. And just imagine in this garden there are trees and bushes that are overflowing with an abundance of fruit, flowers, berries, and leaves. So if you wanted one, you could just go ahead and pick some. You pick some fruits, pick some berries, pick some flowers. The sun is shining down, feeling warm on your skin. The birds are chirping in the trees nearby. There's butterflies always flitting about. Butterflies are a totem for a symbol of transformation and change. And there's a slight breeze blowing through the leaves on the tree. Just get a sense of the serenity and peace in this garden. You're perfectly safe. You can see deer grazing nearby. There's rabbits as well. And what else do you see? What else do you perceive in this beautiful garden? Some fairies. Wow, interesting. I also see beautiful, majestic unicorn grazing in the field nearby, just watching, offering his magic. Cool. So as you're standing under that crystal clear waterfall, take a deep breath. And as the water comes down the front and back and left and right side of your body, just let go. Let go of any thoughts, feelings, and emotions from the day. All the mental toxins and emotional toxins, let them all go into the water to be transmuted and healed. And this waterfall is filled with rainbows. Rainbows of light, rainbows of love, healing rainbows, energizing rainbows, regenerating rainbows. And just allow these rainbow-filled water droplets to cleanse and clear and heal your mind, body, and soul, your energy field and aura. And just allow the energy of these rainbow-filled water droplets to go deep into your cells, deep into your tissues, molecules, particles, and DNA. And take a deep breath. Good. So now we're going to connect into Mother Earth. So this rainbow waterfall now transforms and changes into a rainbow pillar of light. So you can just gently float down that rainbow pillar of light or slide down that rainbow pillar of light all the way down, 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 down to the heart chakra of Mother Earth. As you connect in, as you tap in, take a deep breath. And offer your unconditional love, blessings, gratitude, and compassion to Mother Earth, this beautiful planet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now allow yourself to receive, be open to receiving the energies, frequencies, and vibrations of unconditional love, blessings, gratitude, compassion, support, strength, and vitality, of healing and wisdom, nurturing and nourishment, resources, abundance, and prosperity. Allow yourself to receive fully and completely into your energy field and aura, into your body and being, into your cells, molecules, particles, and DNA, and continue to receive for the rest of the day. Good. Take a deep breath. And now we're going to connect into Father Sun, the great central sun. So again, just float upwards through that rainbow pillar of light, all the way up, 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 up into the great central sun, the heart chakra of the great central sun. as you connect in, as you tap in. Again, offer your unconditional love, blessings, gratitude, and compassion. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. Now be open to receiving from Father, Son, from the great central sun, from Creator, Source, Spirit, God, Universe. Just be open to receiving unconditional love, blessings, gratitude, grace, and compassion, healing and well-being, connection and support, knowing and wisdom, peace, bliss, and oneness, joy and happiness, acceptance, allowance, receiving, faith and trust, abundance and prosperity, and whatever else you require. So we're talking about self-love today, about loving you, loving your desires, loving your wishes, loving your body, and focusing on moving forward, focusing on change, focusing on what you want to create, what you'd like to experience, without excuses, without the baggage from the past. Yeah, we've experienced a lot of stuff, and some of us are still experiencing stuff. But perhaps there's one thing that you can change moving forward. It could be losing 10 pounds, or being fit and healthy, planning a vacation, seeing family, writing a book, or something else. What's one thing that you can do for you, nurture you, nourish you, honor you? Okay, take a deep breath and allow yourself to continue to receive these energies for the rest of the day. Now come back to your heart space. Push down any walls or barriers that may be up. And even if you think there aren't any, just push them down anyways. And now expand out. Expand out to be as big as the room that you're in. As big as a city, the state or province, the country, continent, as big as this planet and beyond. Now come back to your heart space. And even during this conversation, when there was a little bit of strong talk, I'm sure there was something that came up for you. Some part of you said, I'm doing everything, I'm trying everything, just not working. Or I just can't get my mind to stop talking all the time. Or I just don't know what to do. So just come back to your heart space and breathe. Take a few deep breaths And like I said, the dragons want to work with us, but so do the unicorns. So first, somebody's actually called the unicorns in to offer their gentleness and their serenity and their majestic presence. And the dragons are coming in to bring their force and power to let you know that it is possible to clear away some of that that's been holding you back. So the dragons are just coming in, and it's kind of like they're circling each of us. And as they're circling each of us, they're just scanning our energy field, our aura, our thoughts, feelings, emotions, just scanning us to see where they can offer their support and where they can offer their clearing. So in a second, they're just going to, once they finish scanning everybody, they're just going to offer dragon fire, dragon breath is what they're doing now, just around each of you, to clear away some energies that are there that just don't serve you anymore, that have been holding you back. So they're just blowing that dragon fire, that dragon breath all around you. And as they do, your energy field and aura is changing colors, because it's letting go of that density, that heaviness, and some of those energies that were stuck. It's moving that energy and burning away some. So just take a deep breath and allow yourself to let go of the past. Allow yourself to let go of the stories. Allow yourself to let go of what doesn't serve you anymore. Even those old stories, they don't serve you anymore. Their time has come and gone. And now it's time to create and write a new story. So as these dragons are burning away those energies, your energy field and aura is becoming lighter and clearer. And now the unicorns are coming in and adding their magic. And adding, like, there's a majestic, serene, peaceful energy. There's also an energy of creativity and wonder. So I wonder what you can create now. I wonder what else is possible for you now. I wonder what else is possible for humanity now. Okay, take a deep breath. Just be in your heart space. And just receive some higher dimensional energies, frequencies, and vibrations from me and my team from the 9th dimension and beyond. Please just receive a concentrated blast of unconditional love, blessings, gratitude, grace and compassion, healing and wisdom, abundance and prosperity, and whatever else you require. Good. Take a deep breath. And now above your aura, you'll notice or perceive perhaps a golden diamond infinity symbol starts to spin and spiral all the way from top to bottom, back to front, left to right. As it does, hundreds of other infinity symbols, golden liquid light and diamonds spin out of it, going deep into your cells, molecules, particles, tissues, and DNA, into your energy fields and aura, into your body and being. And as the golden liquid light is filling up the inside of your aura and the outside, a golden flower of life is being formed on the inside and outside. Good. Now that golden diamond infinity symbol comes and rests in your heart chakra. And above your crown, now there's a brilliant blue diamond that starts to spin. As it does, it goes down through your crown, down to your heart space, your heart chakra, and from here it radiates out this brilliant blue light from Source, Spirit, Creator, God, Universe, filling up your entire energy field and aura, body, and being. And from this space, I invite you to offer and send your unconditional love, blessings, gratitude, and compassion to your family, friends, loved ones, colleagues, and co-workers, to everybody in the call, listening now, watching now, listening later, watching later, everybody in the group. Yeah, normally this is just for the gratitude challenge group, but I opened it up to more people today, so collective group. To yourself, to me, to your support team, to the dragons and the unicorns, this beautiful planet, to all of humanity, anybody else, anything else, any place else that requires it, including the pets and animals. So please offer and send your unconditional love, blessings, gratitude, and compassion now. And receive. Good. Take a deep breath and bring your energy, attention, focus all the way down to the heart chakra of Mother Earth. Good. Breathe in deeply. Come back up to your heart space. Be in your body. Be in your room, in your seat, in your space. Be fully present. Start to wiggle your toes and fingers. Take a few deep breaths. And open your eyes when you're ready. So you definitely want to drink some water. And just be aware of some of the thoughts that come to you, some of your feelings, and some of the emotions, some of the old stories, and just reaffirm, you know what, that's an old story. I'm not playing that story anymore. I'm writing a new story. And then write what your new story is and start creating. Right? How's everybody doing? Awesome. Thank you, Julia. Julia says, thank you, Laura. I always feel better after these calls. Good. Awesome. So if you liked what you experienced today, I have my new Higher Dimension Healing Intensive Series, February 2019, starting next week on Wednesday. And so if you are part of my email community, then you would have maybe seen the email. So it's normally $97 for 21 days. But until Sunday night, if you'd like to have it for $33, click on the link in the email. And after that, it's only $97, okay? And for those of you who are currently in my Higher Dimension Healing Meditation Intensive or the previous series, check your emails too for that link, those links. Okay. And again, the new series is going to again be a combination of channelings from the Syrians, the Pleiadians, the dragons, the Ascended Masters. It was really amazing what came through in the January series. So I'm looking forward to even more coming through, and in the next series to move us forward, right? To get us to connect more to who we are and we're magnificent beings of light and love, and it's time to remember that. Brenda, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say this was very emotional. Lot of good structured focus on different things that I can improve upon and also enjoy. It was very emotional. Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's going to bring. Oh my gosh. It's actually. I had so many ideas firing off, like so many things were coming, and it was coming from my heart. Like I was like, where's this? Like, I know it wasn't from me. In other words, I wasn't up in my head, and it was. I got to go back and listen to this because I got to write this stuff down.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we get those impressions and those insights, and from your heart, follow those ones, right?
Yeah.
It's about following those. Those are the ones that are for you, right? Not the ones that come from the head and from the mind, but from the heart. That's what your soul wants for you.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was like coming in so fast and then whisping back out. Like I was trying to hang on to that thought and more were coming in. It was a good ride. Oh
good. And so when you listen to this again or watch it again, whatever comes through is fine. If you don't get all of it again, it's okay. It'll come eventually, right?
Right. Yeah. But it's actually given me a lot of good structure, and actually it's what I've been asking for a few weeks now. Is like really like what I really want to do this year. More than just the big picture. What little things but I wasn't putting it into words, right. I knew what I wanted, but like in other words, I knew I wanted to ask something, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it, and you really helped, and I love it. I love this stuff.
Good. Yay. Awesome. Thank you. Yay. Glad to hear that. And and that's what it's about. That it's like, what do you want for you this year, right? And you might get a little snippet. Fine, move with that, and then continue to ask, and then you'll continue to get more and more stuff. So and if you didn't get anything, continue to ask, not from your head but from your heart. So take a few deep breaths if you're not, and get into like a slightly meditative spot, but just getting out of your head, right? And then ask, okay, really, what do I want? Okay, and it's one of the questions that will help you to move forward this year for sure. So thank you. And that's that is your heart speaking to you, your soul speaking to you. And if you can connect with that more and more, that's awesome. Anybody else have anything to add or say before we go? So because I offered this to like everybody, I'll probably put it on YouTube as well. So Lynn says, last night I was in a bit of overwhelm, so I'm assuming you're better now. Oh, because of your cat, right? All right, so Renetta, how are you doing? Good? Awesome. So Lynn, I'm not sure if you're still writing or no. Oh, there it is, okay. Then I remember to think with my heart instead of my head, and solutions came. Awesome, yes. And sometimes, when you do that, the solution might not come right away, but it'll come. when you are asking from your heart, right, the solution will come. It may not be right in that moment, but it might be the next day or the day after that, but it'll come. Good. Awesome. Glad to hear that. All right. So thank you, everyone. And like I said, join us on the next Higher Dimension Healing Intensive, which starts on Wednesday. The next Gratitude Challenge is also probably going to start next week. I'll look at the calendar. So you can join us again for that. And you know, who knows what else? We'll see. All right. So thank you. And until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all much love and blessings always. Bye for now.